Hi everybody, this is just a tutorial video for current grade 10 students who need to register for their courses for Parkview next year. I just thought I'd do a little screen recording in case you get stuck at home and don't have time to get in and see any of us here in Student Services for help. So you're going to start on the Parkview main page. We're going to scroll down until you see PowerSchool Login. You can't use the app to do this. I've explained this in the classes that I've visited. You have to use the full site for PowerSchool. You can do it from the from a parent sign-in or a student sign-in. It doesn't matter. So I'm not going to log into anybody's in particular here, so I'm going to switch screens. But this is where you would put in your information to log into PowerSchool. So once you are logged in, over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see class registration. When you click on class registration, this type of screen is what you should see, except it'll have your name up here. So if you have your sheet that was given out in class, all these categories match and they should go in the same order as what is on your sheet. So you start with grade 10 courses. This will be compulsory things that you either didn't successfully earn or you didn't get a chance to do. If you had to skip something in grade 10, they're all going to be listed in here. So if you come over here to the far right and you click on the pencil, it'll bring up your list of choices. And let's just say I didn't do my phys ed credit in grade 10, so I'm going to click on phys ed and then I'm going to say OK. And it'll show up in a little box here. Everybody has to choose an English, of course, so we're going to go into English. Now, I'm going to use IB just because you see that these have 0 credits here. There's nothing to worry about that. It's perfectly normal. But if you're going to take IB English, you have to choose both sections. English 11 is here and English Communications is here as well. So I'm going to say OK for that. Then we go to Compulsory Social Studies. This year we're not offering Canadian History 11. The Social Studies Department would like to try to focus more on ACS and Mi'kmaq Studies, so making a choice there and say OK. Mathematics, if you read this carefully, this is really the only trick to the math. There are several different IBs to choose from this year. This is new. If you notice down here it says scheduling need, but the message is use this to register for Math 11 A&A standard level. This one up here will be the higher level. If you read the descriptions, it's there. The other key that has descriptions here is Math 11 Academic. If you want to take pre-cal, you have to sign up for this Math 11. That will ensure that this Math 11 is in first semester and this course is in second. So just read the screen carefully and make sure you're clicking on things properly in the math section. So we're going to say OK to that. Then we have to pick a science. So I'll just come in here and I'll pick biology, say OK. Grade 11 electives, so this is the big section at the bottom of the page where the courses are that don't match a particular category. Please note that there are several pages here. This one only goes as far as 3-12, so we're going to just use this bottom next page to get to the rest of the courses. So I'll sign up for art, and then I'll go back to the first page and I'll also sign up for ComTech 12, and then say OK. Options and opportunities, only students in O2 will pick these courses. So you'll see your career development, your workplace health and safety, and co-op. And learning strategies is there. If you've taken it before, you can sign up for it again if you found it useful. If you've never taken it before and you want to know more about it, you should make an appointment with Miss Kirk and come in and ask to be allowed to join. It's not open to any student in the building. You need to have a legitimate, documented, or well understood reason why you need to take that course. This category down here just kind of appeared this year. I have no idea why it's there. There's nothing in it, so we're just going to ignore this additional request. So once you have chosen all the courses, if you go to the bottom on yours, it's not on mine because this is just a test screen, there'll be a submit button right here. You click that submit button and it will put all these courses in a nicer list so you can see what you have. If you've made a mistake or you've missed something, you just come back over here to class registration, click on it again, and it will bring up this same screen, and you could go back into the category. Oh, I didn't want to take Phys Ed 10, I wanted to take Phys Ed 10 Girls. You say OK, and it makes the change on your screen right here. So when you have it in the list, it will count the credits for you. I chose the IB one on purpose with 0 because it won't count them if the IB courses in grade 11 don't have any credits attached to them. But you want to make sure you have at least 7 credits. So here I have 1. English counts as 1.5, so this is 1, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5. So I'm thinking to myself, I've got too many. You can't take 8.5. So I'm going to go in and take out ComTech and say, okay, now I should be down to 7.5, which is perfect. So once you've clicked that submit, that should be finished, and then we'll print you out a verification sheet in homeroom, and you can take that home to be signed and bring back in with your registration fee. Hope that worked out for you and hope that was helpful.